Miniature flower presses, so easy to assemble. I post them out like this because that saves you on your postage rather than having to post a parcel this thick. As you can see, the rods are nice and long, so you can get quite a lot of flowers in there. In fact, if you want, you could even cut some more pieces of wood, or I can make some for you if you ask, just to fill it, so you can fill it up even more. Bits of card cut to go in between works really well as well. But it comes with 4 pieces and a nice stash of the blotting paper. So when you receive it, just undo your little screws. These are all stainless steel, by the way, so they're not going to rust or anything. You don't need screwdrivers or spanners or anything. And you put the backing board down, a couple of bits of the proper blotting paper, because this is where your flowers will go in between those once you start using it. Then you'll see these little pieces of wood that go in between are cut to the same size as the blotting paper, missing the corners, so that they'll just go flat on there. So another couple of bits of blotting paper. Each pack comes with enough blotting paper for every layer, and a couple of spares as well, just in case you need them. Oops. So your flowers go in between. You leave them for as long as you find you need them. Leave them. I find sometimes you can leave them too long, and you end up with them going far too crispy. I often find about a week for most small flowers, the small sort of size of flowers that we might want to put in our resin creations. Right, I'm going to go and get some flowers, and I'll show you how you put the flowers in it. By the way, if you don't want these personalised, that's fine. It's the same price anyway, because honestly the personalisation takes me seconds. So it will be, the personalisation price is the standard price. I can always take that off and just leave the word flowers, or put anything on it, put your dog's name if you want. But yeah, no problem. Right, I'm going to get some flowers. Just been out to our little wildlife garden out the back, and here we are. Now I'm going to take these off all together like that. And I'm trying to stop the bits of paper from blowing away. First of all, I'm going to need just this layer available. Now, some of these little flowers are quite chunky and they've got centres in, so I don't know how well that's going to press and keep it centre, but we'll see. And with this one, I don't know. Oh, let's press its little leaves as well. This one, normally I'd cut away the base, but can you see it's deep? So I'm going to try and flatten him kind of that way. This one's okay centre-wise as well, I think. Oops. Just thinking if I cut into that too far, it's going to fall apart, isn't it? I'm going to do some leaves as well, because my bonsai leaves are starting to do something interesting. They think it's autumn already. This is a nasturtium. Now, there are little holes in the flowers, I know. It is a wildlife garden. Butterflies and bees have been having great fun. Now, I think I'm going to have trouble doing this as a whole flower. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick the petals out. Look at that, even with the little holes in them. They're edible, by the way, nasturtium flowers. Did you know that? Do you know what? The centre is pretty on its own. Should we have the centre on its own as well? And spread them out, because if they touch each other, you're going to end up more like sticking to each other. Wouldn't know that was the centre of a nasturtium, would you? Right, I'm going to put a little piece of paper on top, and our first piece of wood before the wind blows it all away. This would be a lot easier if I was doing it indoors or it wasn't windy. So that's safely in there. Now, our next bit of paper, we use the little screws to stop it blowing away again. This one's going to be tricky. I'm going to have to cut him off there, because look, see how chunky he is. So, and I'm going to have to pull the centre out, which seems an awful shame. Smells lovely. Now we're going to have to take that centre out, because it's just going to be too bulky to press, isn't it? If you do it this way, look, he's still got a bit of a centre. And then I'm going to try and cut it. Is it all going to fall apart if I cut it there? Yes. Okay, so we've got petals and we've got seeds. Let's just go for petals and seeds. That's a shame, but it is what it is. I'm leaving the little stalks on them though. We'll see how those fall. And next I'll go and get some leaves off my little bonsai. Here we go. Took the opportunity to do a bit of pruning as well. These will go absolutely scarlet in a few weeks' time. But because it's been so hot and dry, I think it's decided it's autumn already. This one does tend to turn early. It's just the type of Acer that it is. Acer palmatum, I think. Got some of the bigger leaves this time. You see, it does smaller leaves too. I wanted to do some bigger ones for a bowl project I've got planned that needs kind of decent sized leaves. Now these don't tend to stick together, so I don't mind if they overlap. But within a couple of weeks, those should be ready to use. There we go. And I'm just going to put the rest back on because I haven't got anything else to go in these other layers yet. So we're just going to drop them straight back on. As you can see, that's a fair few little flowers in there. If you're just doing your small resin pieces, jewellery and such like, you don't need a whopping big flower press. And I did find lots of mini flower presses online, and there weren't any I fancied. The one I've had since I was a kid has finally given up the ghost on me. I've got a big flower press. I just find myself not using it. This is one you could like just carry around with you if you really wanted to. You know, if you go to a friend's garden and you say, do you mind if I pinch a few flowers? Obviously be careful with pinching flowers from the wild. You know, they're there for the bees. I don't know what the law is around grass verges, but because lots of our grass verges are all full of wildflowers nowadays and they don't cut them so much, aren't they? I don't know what the law is around that. I tend to do ones from my own garden. And my mum's. Mum's got a great garden, so she's good for flower picking at times too. So I've just done them up fairly loosely, and then what I do is go corner to corner. You just want them finger tight, you don't want them excessively tight anyway. Just doing opposite corners because then it squashes them fairly evenly. So as you see, you could get quite a stack in there. I will sell a pack of spare pieces of wood as well in case anybody wants to thicken them up. They come as standard with 4 and a few spare, and the paper and the screws and everything, and then a few spare sheets. And if you want them personalised, all you need to do when you order is drop me an email and let me know what you want it to say. So this is standard because it took me ages to set that up to fit perfectly. But the writing, I can change the font as well if you really wanted. There you go. Now in store at miniscenes.co.uk.